Beijing trade was broadsided. Oh God, they don't actually show you. That's one thing that I hate about Daily Mail. They don't show you the actual video. They just put stupid music on. So Beijing has fired extraordinary new broadside at America amid growing trade wars anger, with senior Chinese officials declaring, "Let these peasants in the United States, in front of 5,000 years of Chinese civilization." Well, yeah, China's been around for 5,000 years, and America's, 300 years old? China doesn't plan ahead for the next 10 or 50 years. They plan ahead for the next 100 years, 1,000 years. And that's a big difference that countries have got to learn. But China have got away with murder for years. They killed a million people and no one could care less. They've abused their people for centuries and no one cares less. Someone used to say, and I remember it from the Indian president, and he said about the EU, when he said that the EU problems seems to be the world's problems, but the world's problems are never the EU problems. And this goes a bit with China and the US. The US problems is the world's problems, but the world's problems is only the US's problems if it's got oil. And the US isn't changing the way that it's going to be. Under Trump, it clearly states that it's going to start. It will start being America first, which I can't deny. You can't argue with. You can't argue that each country should look after its own. China's looking after its own, even though its own is not the people. It's the rich. It's the rich people, not the poor people. It's the big businesses, not the small businesses. It's the oligarchy, like it is in Russia, like it is in Africa, like it is in the EU, like it is in most places. You have the very few at the top that do not care about anyone underneath them. The UK do it. The UK is doing it. And this is the problem, as we see in the UK at the moment with the Birmingham bins. Labour was all for the unions until the unions asked for the pay rise for the binmen. Now, Angela Rayner comes out and says, no, the union should make, because they support Labour and Labour support them, they should, sorry about that, Labour should, unions should bow to Labour, tell their people to take an £8,000 pay cut and go back to work. Who would take an £8,000 pay cut to go and do the same job that you was doing months before for a less of £8,000? And they want them to work more hours. And it's going to cost them millions now. So the pay rise that they would have, the pay increase that they would have still kept, the binman could have kept for the amount it's going to cost to go into Birmingham and actually clean the streets. And this is going to carry on. So this is the problem, not just in China, in every country. People have got to start looking after their own countries and stop trying to save the world and interfere with the world.